guys, I'm Alicia Davis.
And I'm Trio Springer, and this podcast is a whole bunch of real life. Yep, life as a woman and a mom can be hard sometimes. We totally get it.
We've learned that discovering our unique talents and remembering our potential gives us the ability to tap into our own power, and it's amazing. Plus, it's always better to journey through life with a sis, right?
Right. Sis, you have more power and potential than you realize.
We see you and we believe in you. You've got this, sis.
Happy September, Trio.
Oh my word, we're in September, Alicia.
Okay, so we've kind of dubbed September here on You've Got This Sis as September celebrations. And I feel like I need to throw some confetti and blow a horn and have balloons or something.
Yeah, I'll come with the balloons. You get the confetti.
Okay. And I'll bring the vacuum to clean it up afterwards.
And we got to get the little things in our mouth to blow and make noise makers.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. Because what we're celebrating this month is accomplishments. And we realized that from March until now, there are a lot of things that we're doing that we never anticipated we would do. And some big and small accomplishments that we've had that have kind of gone unnoticed. And it's time to start noticing them and putting them up in big, bold color.
Yeah. Okay, this is totally not off subject, but it just came to mind. Do you remember the memes that would show up about how people, once we came out of quarantine, they would have the unibrow and their nails would be super long and all of that stuff. So I was just thinking, I'm an accomplishment for me is, making sure my toenail polish is together and not chipped.
Up to date.
Forget everything else.
That's an accomplishment.
Yeah, just the toenail polish.
It's these type of things. It's the little things just as much as it is the big things. So that's what we're celebrating this month. And so when I talk about accomplishments looking better in color, it reminded me of The Wizard of Oz. And you guys are going to maybe laugh at this, but at the beginning of The Wizard of Oz, it's all in black and white. And you've got the farm and Dorothy and Toto, and everything is in black and white and gray, which is totally fine. It doesn't even faze you really that it's a black and white movie, even though we're used to color. So as the movie progresses, Dorothy's house lands with the Munchkins, and there's this scene where she opens the door and it goes from black and white to instantaneous, big, bold, bright colors. And it's amazing. And it kind of blows me away every time I watch that movie. And just thinking about that reminds me how powerful color can actually be.
Yes. And just the vibrancy that it adds. It doesn't only catch your eye, it does something in our brain that it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. But you know what it feels like?
It just ignites something within us.
Yeah. It's like this transition from a world of two colors to
yeah.
I don't know.
It is. It makes a big difference. And so actually, I think this is a good time to tell my little story too, because my family did something this past month that I want to share.
Yeah, because you did this in August.
I did this in August, and it was so cool and so fun. So I asked my family if they would join me in a running goal. I wanted my family to run 150 miles in the month of August, which is a big thing because my family is not normally the type to just go out and jog a couple miles. So it was a big thing for us. And I knew I would need some way to...
And it's hot in Texas.
It's stinking hot.
In August.
It's in the 90s. It's not pleasant. So it was a big feat for us. And I knew that they would need a little bit of motivation and some way to track how many miles we'd run to keep them interested and engaged in the process. So I got a giant vase and a whole bunch of 1-inch gumballs. The big kind that you used to pay 25 cents for at the grocery store when your kids would be little and they'd get those. So
yeah.
I got a giant bag of them and a vase. And every time they ran a mile, they would pick one of the gumballs and stick it in the vase. And every week we watched it kind of climb higher and higher in this space. So yesterday was August 31st. And when the month finished, we counted all of the gumballs, and we didn't just get to 150. We actually reached 163 miles. And it was so cool to just watch it all stack up. And so watching that accomplishment actually happen in color with these big, fun gumballs, it changed something in me. And that's when I realized that all of our accomplishments look better in color, meaning that when we can recognize them physically and visually, then we realize how much they actually matter to us.
Yeah. So I'm going to share my little thing because it's kind of different than yours, but it's still accomplishments look better in color because it's still color for me. But around Mother's Day, we plant our garden. And of course, COVID was going on, it still is, but it had started, and we usually plant a garden every year. So the fact that this year feels a little different to me is probably based on the whole COVID thing. But we planted a garden, tomatoes and lettuce, and we did some peppers. We tried cauliflower. That didn't work out. But that's okay.
No.
We learned that. But what did work out is our tomato plants are amazing. And they have been turning red. And so I've been taking pictures when I gather all of them in a big bowl and bring them in. And it's amazing to see this huge bowl of these really red, juicy, ripe tomatoes. And to me, it's just so exciting because I'm like, oh my goodness, I just grew this. Like I grew this and they taste so good. And when it feels like the rest of our world is like crumbling and dying, like my tomatoes are so exciting. And I'm able to share them with the neighbors. And it's just a little thing, like a pick-me-up of we're trading zucchini for tomatoes, it's just awesome. So
it's so fun when you tell that story. I can just hear how happy that made you in your voice. And the rest of you can't see her smile, but I can right now. And that color in the tomatoes and the accomplishment of growing that garden, it makes a big difference. It's a small thing, but it made a big difference for you. That accomplishment did.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And more so this year than I think the years before. I took better care of them this year too, because I'm here all the time.
You've had the time to focus on it, so it's good. So this week, actually this month, we want to celebrate the entire month in color, and we're going to do it a week at a time. This week, we want to celebrate our own individual accomplishments, ours and yours, in color. And we actually have a fun little gift that we want to give each of you as you start recognizing all of your accomplishments. So we're so excited about this. We have super cute stickers, all weather stickers of a few different kinds, but most of them say "You've got this, sis," and they're so cute. We wanted to be able to give away all of these stickers that we have to all of you as you're recognizing your accomplishments. So here's what you need to do to get one of these super fun stickers is two things. The first thing is what you're doing right now, listening to this podcast and subscribing. And then the second thing to do is to post something on your social media, an accomplishment that you've made, and use the hashtag accomplishments look better in color.
Yes.
It's kind of long, but that makes it more important, I think.
You got this.
So
sis.
Those two things, make sure you do. Exactly. So listening to this podcast and subscribing, and then using the hashtag accomplishments look better in color. So Trio and I were talking too. These accomplishments don't have to be anything major, right? It's not like you have to go graduate from college or run the marathon to feel like you've accomplished something. We want you to recognize that the small things matter. Those small accomplishments matter. So we started talking about what some of those small ones might be.
We have
Tria, what was on the top of your list of small accomplishments?
It's making my bed in the morning and wiping down my kitchen counters after everyone's gone, just having them shiny and somewhat clean. They're not spotless, but they're somewhat clean. Psst. Hey, Alicia.
What?
Do you remember the girls' trip that we took to Hong Kong and Arizona and on the cruise?
Yeah, we had a lot of those, didn't we?
Yeah, we've done like a lot of girls' trips. Do you know what else?
What?
I'm like dying here in COVID. Can we take another girls' trip, please?
Okay, I guess.
Okay. What do you think about January 7th through the 9th in Arizona?
I'm in. I'm totally in.
Okay.
What are we going to do?
Okay, awesome. Well, we always have a great time together. What if we open this up and we invite the sisses, the ladies, our friends, like, who are also sick of COVID? What if they come too?
Then it would be bigger. Let's do that.
Yeah, because we're always adventuring. You say whenever you do anything with me, it's an adventure. So
it is
adventuring. You say whenever you do anything with me, it's an adventure. So we're going to adventure and we're going to relax because it's going to be Arizona in January. It's going to be beautiful. So we'll adventure, we'll relax. We're going to just rejuvenate by being together. And
I love that.
We'll get back to our reality. Like, all reset and ready to go. Does that sound good? Okay, sis.
Pretty please.
Will you come with us? Please. You can check out the details on our website. That will be up Friday, September 4th. You're going to look up ygtsis.com. So it's the acronym for You've Got This Sis, but it's ygtsis.com.
And that's so satisfying.
It is.
Honestly, like that's a big one. It's small, but it matters a lot.
Yeah.
For me, it's the laundry. It's the laundry getting folded. Like once the laundry's done, it doesn't have to all be done, but the laundry that I've washed, once it's folded and put on the counter for the kids to pick up and take upstairs, that's an accomplishment.
Isn't that so exciting?
Just these little ones.
Another one. Okay. Freshly mowed grass.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And in the winter, the freshly shoveled driveway.
Yeah.
From the snow.
It's so true.
Yeah. So it's just little things. And whatever that is for you, sometimes, okay, getting a little, maybe TMI here, but shaving my legs or my underarms, like that's a big deal because that doesn't happen every single day for me.
Well, and for some of you young moms with toddlers or younger babies, sometimes the shower is the accomplishment of the day. Sometimes
washing the hair.
Yeah, is the accomplishment for the day, honestly.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, sometimes for me, it's drinking all of my water for the day. Ooh, that's an accomplishment.
That's a good one. Oh, yeah. And sometimes for me, it's like making a really good dinner because I hate cooking. So when we have a really good dinner, it's really nice.
It's true. It's true. So that actually made me think too about finding bargains. Like when you're out shopping and you know you need something and you find a bargain, like doesn't that just feel good?
Oh yeah. Yes.
That just feels amazing.
I know.
And so the one last one that I was thinking of too was making those family moments, creating those family moments, right? Where you know, you're eating dinner together, or you're making a good breakfast for your kids to eat, or you're praying together as a family, or whatever that family moment is, creating those
those are accomplishments because sometimes they're hard to fit into the day, or your kids are crazy, or there's stuff going on. So, finding those, I feel like that's an accomplishment too.
Yeah. And maybe too, instead of getting really impatient or losing it with the kids, maybe it's like flipping that and whatever that looks like for you. But for me, it was normally like turning on music and saying, okay, everyone dance. And we just like would go crazy and dance for a few minutes. But things like that kind of just change the mood and set a new tone. And that's a big accomplishment, because if it went the other way, it was not going to be pretty.
I love that example.
Yeah.
So these are just a few of the accomplishments.
There's so many.
I'll be honest, I get excited when I hear about everyone else's accomplishments.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to this. So use your hashtags, ladies, all week. And
use your hashtags and comment too, because you inspire us and you inspire other people that are here. And so please share them, comment, share, like, love, all of it. Because we want to celebrate together. And there's going to be small things and there's going to be big. And we are totally great with whatever, even if it's brushing your teeth or getting out of bed. Like, that works.
That works. So start thinking, start recognizing what your accomplishments are, and let's start celebrating. Bring out the confetti.
Totally. And balloons. Accomplishments look better in color. Use the hashtag.
Awesome.
Yes.
We love you. You've got this, sis.
Totally.
Thanks for listening. We'd love to hear your thoughts or suggestions for future episodes. Visit us on Facebook or Instagram, and be sure to share some of your own personal wins so we can celebrate along with you.